I'm with Father Issa Thaljieh, and we have just had a visit by Joe Biden to Nativity Church. How excited was it to receive an American president to the Nativity Church?
Well, actually, when any president comes to Bethlehem, and especially to the Nativity Church where Jesus was born, it's really exciting that we are receiving a famous, or we are receiving a big or a great president to Bethlehem, and especially to the Nativity Church where I serve. So it's really nice to receive people like these into Bethlehem.
Was the visit important for the Christian community?
For sure, it's important as to show Mr. President Biden, to show him exactly how the Christians live in Bethlehem, especially, and through the letter that the Patriarch of Jerusalem gave it to him, it actually talks about the Christians who lives in Bethlehem or in Palestine in general, how they are living, how they are maybe with many difficulties they live, or any circumstances or any problems they pass through. So it's a good idea for him to come to Bethlehem as to see how the Christians lives here.
Do you think he understands a little bit more about the Christian life here?
I think yes. When he come and see in the real life, it's better than to tell him, like while he is in America. So it's difficult to understand through the media the problems that they are passing through, the Palestinian and especially the Christians.
Is it important also for the Palestinian community as well?
Yes, for sure. It's important for the American president is to know about the Palestinian and the Christians.
Was it a historic day?
It's really historic. That's why I was excited to be here and to attend the meeting of the Mr. President, because it will not maybe repeat again. So when my kids actually grow up, and then they will tell about exactly that the father met with Mr. President. So it's really historical day. It's maybe we can't change anything, but it's a step.
People weren't allowed to go into the church while he was visiting, but you were in the church there, so you got to see him. Did you get a chance to speak to him or see him?
Yes, actually, because it was not allowed for many people to go or to be in the area around in the church, just maybe the priests and the patriarch who were there. But it was exciting for me because I saw him in front of me, and I couldn't actually talk to him because it was difficult for any priest or any person to meet Mr. President, because the security around and many things that it stops us not to come to go to him.
Who received him from the church?
The Patriarchate, or the Patriarch himself, Theophilus.
What did he look at in the church, and what can you see in Nativity Church?
Actually, when he go through the small door, it calls the humble door. So he just go through, and he were met by the three churches or denominations. I think Armenian, Greek Orthodox, Catholics, and was there the Ministry of Tourism, Mrs. Rula. So while they were there inside, they were talking about the constructions, how the church looks after the restorations. So he was looking in all the mosaics, the windows, maybe the roof, and everything that, even small details, he looked around, and they were talking about all the things that inside the church.
Now, there are three churches at Nativity Church, so Did he get to visit all three of the churches?
Yes, actually he started from the Greek Orthodox part, and then he went down to the grotto where Jesus was born, in the cave where the star is. And then after this he went to the Armenian side, and he met the Armenian Patriarchate, and also he went to the Catholic side, Catholic Church, and he met also the priest there.
Was he able to receive gifts from the leaders?
Yes, like all the leaders, also the municipality of Bethlehem, there was the Mr. Hananiah. So he was like receiving him, and was a gift from the municipality, from the church, the Greek Orthodox, the Catholics, and the Armenian.
Did Joe Biden have the opportunity to pray in the church?
I think yes. When we didn't see down in the cave because I didn't go there, but he was praying. And actually I was impressed when he entered the church and he shook hand with our bishop of the church, the representative patriarchal. So he was crossing himself. So it was a good step to show that he's concerned about the Nativity Church. It's like a pilgrim site which all people comes from all over the world to come to Bethlehem and to receive or to see or to touch and to have blessing from the church where Jesus was born.
Of course, he's Catholic himself, isn't he?
Yes, exactly.
Now, did he go down to the grotto, and what is down in the grotto?
Yes, he went down to the grotto as maybe to light a candle, to pray. And it's inside the grotto where Jesus was born. This is the place where Jesus was born, where exactly the lights, the 14th light from the star, and which is 14 generations from Adam to Abraham, from Abraham to Babylon, from Babylon to David, from David to Jesus Christ. So it's 14 generations, and also the 14 stations of Jesus Christ when to come to the cross. So he went there. He saw the star where Jesus was born, and also the manger.
Is it important for Joe Biden to know that there are Christians here in Bethlehem?
It's really important, because without Christians in Bethlehem, it's really nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Christians in Bethlehem are leaving step by step, like immigrating to another country. So it's really good things, or maybe it's a great things to let Mr. Biden to know about the Palestinian Christians who lives in Bethlehem or in Palestine in general, and to keep them, because I always call the Palestinian Christians here the living stones, because they are the living stones. If there are no Christian people serving or praying in the Church of Nativity, it will be only a church it's not alive. It's just stones, and that's why I call them the living stones.
Was security very tight for the visit?
Yes, a little bit, yes, very tight about it. But they were not very tight on us as a priest. So they said only one, and I standed up and we could meet him, but not shaking hands, only we met him to see him or from far away.
Now that he's gone, do you feel hopeful from his visit?
Actually, we pray for this, and we always keep hope. As a Christian Palestinian priest from Bethlehem, we always have hope. So without hope, we are not alive. So that's why I keep hope. I keep praying for God to turn out this visit as something good, something maybe to bring freedom for Palestinian justice, maybe to live with dignity.
Did he get to see someone like, for instance, like the Palestinian dress, and was there children there singing and presenting to him?
He was impressed. He was very happy to receive all the people around. But the security a little bit were difficult with this, but everything passes with a great idea.
Were the children able to sing to him?
Yes, they were able to sing and to chant, and it was very nice. He was very happy.
And I noticed from a distance that there was Palestinian women dressed in the traditional dress as well, so he got to see that.
That's right. He got to see all the traditional dressing, the chanter, the kids, and everything that concerned about Palestine and Palestinian.
If you had got a chance to speak to him, what would you want to say to him?
I wanted to talk to him about many things, but especially the things that I need to talk about, it's just to give freedom, to give peace for the land of peace. Because, when Jesus was born here, he tried to send the message of peace and love. And this is what exactly we are trying to send these messages to all over the world, and especially to Mr. Biden, that he was here in Bethlehem as to try to be the peacemaker, because it says in the Bible, blessed who are the peacemaker, that they are doing the peace all around the world. So this is actually when I wanted to talk to him about, just try to create peace, create freedom for Palestinian love, as to spread it to all over the world.
Have you seen other presidents before?
Yes, actually I was here when Obama came, and also when Trump came. But Trump, he didn't came to the Church of Nativity, but only around the church.
Does Nativity Church often receive famous people?
Yes, it's actually daily. We have many famous people coming to Bethlehem, coming to Nativity Church, because I'm here like about 10 years. And through 10 years, I met many famous people that they are coming to pray or to take blessing from the church.
What was your prayer and your hope from the Joe Biden trip?
This is actually my prayers. My hope is just to bring love, peace, joy, dignity, justice to the Palestinian people. And this is, I always keep praying in my heart and in the church and in daily our services, prayers. This is actually, we're talking about this thing, or we're praying about this peace. Because since I was born till now, I'm hearing about peace, and we're not seeing peace exactly. We're hearing about justice, but we don't feel justice or dignity or freedom or any of these kinds of things.
Okay, Father Issa, thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome indeed. I'm glad to talk to you.